You have to have some structure around your company and where you want to go. The vision, the mission, everything has to be bigger. So when an employee comes in, their goals fit inside of your goals. If you have no standards inside of your company has no foundation to stand upon. In order for an employee or a team member to come inside of your company, if you don't have core values or culture standards in your company, you're not going to keep people inside of your company, because where there's no vision, everything perishes. A team member that is wanting to make $1 million, you as a team member or you as a team leader or an owner have to think like, bro, I got to make 20 million. I got to make 30 million. I have 110 employees, and some things that I've learned as a CEO, as a president of the company, that I'm always having to think bigger. If you want to build a big team, how big is your goal? How big is the vision that you have? Welcome back to the Young CEO Podcast. I'm your host, Kropf, and I went from being an 8th grade dropout to building an 8-figure empire, and I'm here to help average people just like you and me going from stuck to unstuck in your business or personal life. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome back to the Young CEO Podcast. I'm your host, Kropf, and today I've got an episode about team building, and let's get right into it. So building a team is probably one of the hardest things that you're going to do as a business owner, or if you're someone that is starting out. So first, let's get right into it. Building a team, number one, you have to have some clarity around what team you want to build. What does your team want to, what is it going to look like? What is the person that you want to hire? If you have a business, if you have a small business, it might be you, 2 other employees, or you might be you and 20 other employees. If you want to build a big sales team, if you want to build a team that helps you buy back your time, you're going to have clarity around what do you want in a team? What do you want that person to do in a team? What kind of job descriptions do you have for that team? Number 2, it's going to be the certainty when that person comes in. What is that person going to do? Do you have the processes around that? Do you have a culture that's built? Do you have a culture inside of your company that's going to attract the person that you want inside of your company? A lot of leaders, a lot of company owners, they want to grow a big team, but they can't even lead themselves, or they don't even know what they want. So the first thing in building a team is you got to have clarity around who you want in your team. Who does that person look like? Are they old? Are they young? Are they like smart? Do they have a college degree? What does that person look like? Write those things down. And once you have clarity on who you want to hire, then you have to see, okay, what are they going to do? And then how am I going to give them the tools that are going to, when they come in my business, that they're going to succeed? If you want high level people, you're going to have to create a culture that attracts those type of people. If you have a toxic company that you have toxic energy, you're not going to attract a high level employee, a team member to come inside of your company because of the people that you're attracting. So who are you as a leader? Are you a leader that is attracting the people that you want? The people that you want to attract, you have to become. So if you want to create a company that has high energy, you have to become a high energy person. If you're not a high energy person, that might not be who you want or inside of your company. So let me ask you a question. Do you have clarity around who you want to hire? And then if you have clarity around who you want to hire, how do you create the company that is going to attract that person? I know the biggest thing that I've learned in building teams is building culture. So you have 2 things, culture values and core values. If you have no standards inside of your company has no foundation to stand upon. In order for an employee or a team member to come inside of your company, if you don't have core values or culture standards in your company, you're not going to keep people inside of your company, because where there's no vision, everything perishes. So you have to have some structure around your company and where you want to go. The vision, the mission, everything has to be bigger. So when an employee comes in, their goals fit inside of your goals. So if you want to build a big team, how big is your goal? How big is the vision that you have? You have an abundance mindset. A team member that is wanting to make $1 million, you as a team member or you as a team leader or an owner have to think like, bro, I got to make 20 million. I got to make 30 million. I have 110 employees, and some things that I've learned as a CEO, as a president of the company, that I'm always having to think bigger. God wants you to think bigger. It's your time to think bigger. It's your time to think kingdom. It's your time to think abundant. If you want to attract better people inside of your company, you need to start thinking bigger. Just like I said in one of my episodes, your mind is the most important real estate to invest in. If you can't invest in yourself in high energy and you increasing your capacity, you're never going to attract the right team inside of your company. And I'm going to say something hard for some of you CEOs out there, business owners, or maybe some of you that are starting a business. You have someone inside of your company that is a cancer. You can't have people inside of your company that are holding your company back. And you're going to have that hard conversation. So, number one, you have to have clarity around the people that you want to hire. Number two, culture values. What is the culture values that you want to build inside of your company? Number three, what are your core values? Those are 3 C's that you need in building a team if you want to go to the next level. So hopefully you guys implement this inside of your company. This is what it took me from growing from 0 to over 100 employees, those 3 things. And I know that it will change your business life. Thank you guys for watching the podcast. On to the next.